rid of a couple things real quick. Should you be worried about that one? Nah. Get rid of Twitch, so we're good. Okay. What's up, everyone? This is Ramen Wolf 1485. Back at you with another another pickups video. This one's going to be tied into the video you saw just a few minutes ago, where it was me and a friend heading off to Ohio. Problem is, I forgot to record later. There's three reasons behind why we didn't record anything afterwards. One, they wouldn't let me record during the event. All recording and photographing, photometrographing was banned during the event. But we could use our phones and stuff to look up stuff and whatnot, but we couldn't take pictures. They had people standing all around, so it was kind of hard to see if you could just be like, oh, it's in my pocket, I'm not recording at all. But anyways, and also on the way back we hit a lot of traffic, and and even then we were supposed to get back by about 7:30. We didn't get home till almost 9. We hit a bunch of traffic, and then we hit some really, really bad weather. In fact, they actually had tornadoes and stuff here while we were coming back. His girlfriend's house was hit, but not severely. She lost a few shingles, a little bit of the roof. They lost several trees in their yard. But it was pretty bad. About 5 or 6 tornadoes touched down all over the place, so it was pretty scary. When we got home, the first traffic light we hit was blinking. It was out completely. And down the entire road we were going down to get to the neighborhood my house is in was just completely black. Everything was just dark. I've never seen that in a long time, and it is really, really eerie, almost like Walking Dead type eerie. But anyways, we grabbed quite a bit of stuff, as you can tell, sitting here behind me. Although not all of this that I have sitting around was garnered from that specific sale. We're going to go through the stuff that wasn't at the sale first, and then I'm going to go into detail on everything else. So, here we go. We're going to start with some Goodwill finds, first of all. I was probably... What is that? Oh, that's right. I was probably more excited for a lot of these finds than I probably had any reason to be for some of this. A friend, I'll get to a part where my friend said that was the nerdiest thing you've ever said in your entire life, but we'll get to that in a bit. But I went to Goodwill the other day, and I walked up to their VHS DVD section. They have all the games and stuff over there, and I noticed something interesting. I found one specific movie, and I'm like, this is a really small VHS of a Indiana. This is not a VHS. It's a freaking Betamax tape. Holy crap! And I started looking around, I found more Betamax tapes. So, get my thing there, sorry. Yeah, so, I got some Betamax tapes. Yeah, so let's take a look at what I got. We got, this Cartoon Classics Limited Gold Edition Disney's Best Fabulous 50s. Look at that. And if nobody knows, and none of y'all know what a Betamax looks like, that's what it looks like. All I need is a Betamax player, and I will be very happy with this buy, even more happy than just finding it, because now I'll be able to actually watch them. I also got The Man Who Knew Too Much. It's an Alfred Hitchcock movie. It's kind of interesting. Top Gun. That's a classic for anybody that likes 80s movies. The Dark. Never heard of it. Thought it looked kind of cool. Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. That one I thought was really cool. Hoppity Goes to Town. This is a Max Fleischer cartoon. Max Fleischer is one of the greatest cartoonists ever, and I thought, oh, that's really, 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 really cool. This one I'm not sure if it actually works, because it was really dirty, and I opened it up and cleaned it, but I still don't know if it works. This is a Voltron Betamax tape. Because the wheels on it don't turn. So that's kind of a concern. The rest of them I can turn with my finger. And then Steven Spielberg's Empire of the Sun. I'm telling you right now, never complain about how expensive Disney Blu-ray releases are anymore, because look how much this thing costs. Look at that. If you can't see it, that says $89.95. Look at that. What the heck? This was a rental. And I guess you could rent it or buy it for $90. And I know $90, woohoo. That's it. This is my new phone. It looks exactly like my old phone, but this is an iPhone 7, 128 gigabytes. I wanted to go all out. I mean, I didn't go all out and get like a 10 or anything, but 128 gigabytes, iPhone 7, bought it for about $200. I was fine with that. Let's see, when did this movie come out? 1988. 87 for the movie, but so January. I'm using an inflation calculator. 1988, and today, how much would that be? $89.95. Let's see how much that would be today. This is taking it way longer than it should. It should not be taking this freaking long. $89.95 in. Thank you. Has the same buying power. $199.10 today. So essentially, you would pay $200 for this. Never complain again. Ever. Like seriously. So, and then I found this. This is a 2-pack. Gone with the Wind. And again, it is a Betamax. It is a Betamax thing. But it's just really cool. Gone with the Wind. They wanted $4 for it. I picked it up anyways. I thought it was cool. So let's get that out of the way. Also, at Goodwill this week, I've managed to find some decent games. First off, we got new Super Mario Brothers Wii. It's in rough shape, but I couldn't resist. Not YouTube. YouTube in there. We got Max Payne on PlayStation 2. I'd actually been looking for that. This Pride FC, Pride Fighting Championships. I don't know anything about it. Guitar Hero 3, surprisingly was missing that. Guitar Hero World Tour, again, surprising I was missing this. These I did not find there. And a couple Sims games, Sims 2 and Sims 2 Pets. So, pretty good. I meant to get those clean today, darn it. And then these three were, I did a trade with a friend. If you looked at my last pickup video, the movie started with the Criterion one. I traded him for these 3 PS2 games. I don't really care, so. Dora Journal's Journey to the Purple Planet. Lego Indiana Jones The Original Adventures. And Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3. So, and I also found these 2 recently at the Salvation Army. They got Michael Jackson Experience on PS3. And a 2-pack of the Homeward Bound movies. Both of them. Well, 2 of my favorite movies probably ever. Yeah, safe to say. Now we move on to some other things. Picked up a Jurassic World 6-movie collection pack. Has all of them in it. All the original Jurassic Parks plus the 2 Jurassic World movies. And 5-movie collection, excuse me. And picked that up for $2 at a pawn shop. I couldn't believe it. And then I got this, Halo The Fall of Reach, for another $2 at a pawn shop. I thought that was kind of cool on Blu-ray. This arrived yesterday in the mail, just so I can get that out of the way. So I'm going to play this soon. I'm hearing good things about it so far. These right here are games I picked up at the store I used to work for. Actually, I picked them up today. I can tell you how much I paid, because I paid a bit for them. But not as much as you're probably thinking. So we got Parasite Eve. One that I hadn't had. I've been looking for that. I'll tell you right there. This game called One, with this weird barcode on it. I don't know, it's One, the name of it. C, The Contra Adventure. I've been looking for that as well. This one called Burning Road. Looks like a Twisted Metal knockoff. I'm not 100% sure. And Tokyo Highway Battle. Again, one of those ones that looks like it's a knockoff of some sort. Anyways. So, moving on. Is that it for that? Oh, and I also picked up a few movies from them as well, but we'll get to those here in just a second. I've had them on layaway for a while, but I also got this in the mail. Donkey Kong. Oh, it cost me $16, so I wasn't too bad about that. It's about a $30 game, so I got a good deal on it. So the rest of these, we've got a Criterion copy for Charlie Chaplin's The Kid, which is really cool. A Boris Karloff's Frankenstein, also really cool. Blu-ray. The Great Dictator, also a Charlie Chaplin film, Criterion. Criterion release for Gold Rush. They're the Gold Rush. Dracula, 1931. And Criterion for Charlie Chaplin's City Lights. I paid quite a bit for those, sadly. Alright, so, moving on. So, that was all the... Man, it's already been 10 minutes. That was all the stuff I picked up that wasn't related to this sale. Sigh. So, we're going to go straight into that. I actually have more. I'm going to grab it at the end, because I had to take them to get them clean, because they were pretty bad. But they're over there in a bag, and I forgot to take them out. I'm thirsty. Alright, so first off we're going to start with the PlayStation 1 games I found. Which I think you'll agree this was a pretty good haul, actually. So, we're going to start with Spyro, Year of the Dragon, Black Label. Super happy to get this. This is one... I have a green label, but now I've got a black label copy. I don't know if there's much difference in it, but people do like black label over green label, so I'm happy to get the Year of the Dragon on a black label finally. We got this long box NBA Live 96, my third long box game. These are actually pretty difficult to come by, but yeah, that's a PS1 Oh, I meant to tell you, for the prices on the stuff we got at the clearance sale, movies, DVD sets, like box sets and stuff, games, $2 a piece, vinyl, $1 a piece, CDs, $1 a piece. So you figure out how much I spent, because it was way too much. Finally got the first Rayman. I did not own this, and I had been looking for it for a very long time. Finally happy to get it. I've got Rayman 2 on the N64, but I now have this on PlayStation 1, so it's always nice to get it. SimCity 2000. Ignore these stickers if you can read what the price is on them, because I didn't get them for that. SimCity 2000, another one I had been looking for a while. I've got it on the Sega Saturn, but I didn't have it on PlayStation 1, so. Woody Woodpecker Racing. One that was a surprising, it's like 10 or 12 bucks online. I don't know why. It's Konami. I just not noticed that. Interesting, but that was a good find. Sesame Street Sports. I know nothing about this. Poor Big Bird got the Jip with that old Goodwill sticker on it. Old Goodwill sticker right over his face. But this is an interesting find. Tomb Raider 3. I didn't have it. Go figure. Star Wars Dark Forces. I didn't have it. Go figure. This Tecmo Super Bowl is like 15 bucks. I don't know why. I never expected the Tecmo Super Bowl games to be worth anything after the era of cartridge games. So take that how you will. And one I've been looking for a while, Hydro Thunder. I can't wait to play this. I used to play the arcade game all the time. That and Arctic Thunder. Yeah. They only charged me $1 for this one because it actually says clearance $1 on it. So. Ow! Really? Ow. That hurt. Why'd they all fall? They were perfectly situated on top here, and then they all fell. So we're going to have to pause here for a minute. I'll just cut this out later. Why? Why did they do that? How did they fall? They were like that. They were on this thing. Okay. That was painful. That was a bit painful. Fortunately, nothing broke. I'm so confused as to why that happened. Back to this. Sorry about that. Everything fell on me, so we had to stop there for just a second. Anyways, I also got this Black Label Resident Evil 2. This is my old greatest hits copy of Spiral the Dragon, so just ignore that. So I got this Black Label copy of Resident Evil 2, which is nice. We'll get to those later. So, I also got this. This isn't a game. It's a DVD. This, excuse me. Ragnarok the Animation First Quest. It's a Funimation animation, or Funimation dubbed movie, so that's interesting, or series. I know nothing about this, but it's still sealed. I don't know. Don't follow me again. Hurt my leg. I also found these. These are PSP UMDs. Samurai Champloo Volume 4 and Volume 2. I didn't even know they had stuff like this on the UMD. That being said, I have a copy of He-Man on a UMD. I didn't know anything about this. This was kind of interesting. Let's put that out of the way. I only found 2 PS3 games. I initially found like 6, but like 4 of them were either missing the disc, that made me mad, or scratched beyond belief. Oh, that's another thing. The way they do these clearance sales is we were 20th in line out of like 400 people, so we were relatively close to the front. My friend Philip just bolted to the games immediately, and I followed seconds afterwards because I got distracted from it because I didn't know where anything was, but he knew exactly where to go, so I'm like, oh, okay, I'll follow him. And basically you have about 10-15 minutes before all the games are gone, all the good stuff, and just left is just these sports games. So I got over there and started pulling stuff out. We don't even have time to sit there, pull it out, and be like, oh, I want to check to see what the disc looks like. Oh, that looks good. I'm going to grab it. No, it was more like, oh, this looks interesting. Bag. This looks interesting. Bag. 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 I'm just grabbing stuff. We filled up 2 whole shopping carts full of stuff. And what was interesting about that was we took about a cart of it back. Why? Because, like I said, we don't have a time to just look at stuff. You have to just grab as much as we could. And then afterwards, we went and sat down and went through everything, seeing what was good, what wasn't. Fortunately, most of the games I picked up were good. The only ones that weren't were just kind of meh ones that nobody really cared about anyways. But I only picked up 2 PS3 games after all that. And it was this Ski-Doo Challenge, which is like a $15 game for some reason. And Avatar the Game, which I actually had been looking for. I've seen it in pawn shops several times, but either was too scratched or missing something. Anyways, we're going to move on to the Xbox original games. I've got a few. Start with Chase, Hollywood Stunt Driver. This looks terrible, but I am a purveyor of terrible games, so I don't care if it's bad. We're keeping it anyways, as it would seem. Let me just adjust some stuff over here. Okay. We'll save you for last. WrestleMania 21. I didn't have it. Star Wars Obi-Wan. I sent a picture of this to a friend. He's like, "You heard of a guy called Obi-Wan?" And I'm like, "Shut up." IHRA Drag Racing 2004. Doom 3 Resurrection of Evil. Super happy to get this one. Been wanting to play that for a long time. This weird THQ game called New Legends. It looked weird. Philip actually found this one. He's like, "Hey, you want this?" I don't want it. I'm like, "Sure, I'll take it." Because he was looking out for me as well. This Azuric Rise of Parathia. It looks interesting. It's a Microsoft-developed game, so that's another thing altogether. Castlevania Curse of Darkness. Very happy to get this. I have it on PS2, did not have it on the Xbox. Brute Force. Heard of it? Not really been looking for it, but it was there, so I grabbed it. And the gem of the Xbox collection was this. The Punisher. Hoo-wee. I've been looking for this one specifically. It's like a $20, $30 game at the most. I've been looking for this for a while. I saw it, and I'm like, ooh, mine. So, yeah. And that was Xbox. And now we get the GameCube. And this was the gem for the GameCube stuff. So we got, for GameCube, we got Kelly Slater's Pro Surfer. Oh. Nobody cares. Jimmy Neutron, Attack of the Twonkies. GameCube stuff's harder and harder to come by, so. 007 Agent Under Fire. That's a good one. XGRA, Extreme G Racing Association. Not bad. And these were $2 a piece. So, Jerry McGrath Supercross World. Meh. Need for Speed Underground 2. I have this already, but I needed a case for mine, so this is perfect. SeaWorld Shamu's Deep Sea Adventures. Moving on. From Russia with Love. Been looking for it. Cars. Sold my loose copy. Got a complete one now. Chicken Little. Not bad. And the gem of this slot, Godzilla Destroy All Monsters Melee. Been looking for this for a long time. I've really gotten into Godzilla lately, and I've been looking specifically for this. Wish it was the PS2 or Xbox original version, but I will take the GameCube version any day. But yeah, I have been looking for this, and I am super happy to finally acquire a copy. I'm going to have fun with this. Organization? Ooh, that's going to be loud when I flick that in a minute. Okay. And now we get to... I have to put all this on the floor because of how many games are here. My PS2 haul was the biggest thing I had. And this is what's going to be the hardest one to actually... This is going to be the longest one to get through, so... Oh, I also picked up Guitar Hero Metallica on the 360. And Mario Kart Wii. So not bad. We got Crash Twinsanity, which is nice. Just saw a Cat Icarus episode on this. Crash Wrath of Cortex, another decent one. I actually remember having a lot of fun with that when I was little. Harvest Moon, It's a Wonderful Life. Yeah, not bad. Hard Hitter Tennis. This is an Atlas game, which is interesting, but it's not really that expensive compared to some Atlas titles I've seen. Family Feud. I don't know. I like weird stuff on the PlayStation 2. Super Pickups. For some reason, when I saw the title on the side of this, I knew it was trucks, but my brain immediately went to guitar pickups. So, the original Unreal Tournament. Kind of happy to have this. It's kind of interesting. Hot Wheels Stunt Track Challenge. We're going to do a Let's Play of this. Love this game. Loved it when I was little. Has actual Hot Wheels and stuff in it, and you can customize them slightly and whatnot. But been looking for this for a while again. I sold it some years back when I was little, so happy to get that back. The first Red Faction. I have Red Faction 2. Myst 3 Exile. Been looking for this. Flat Out 2. Looking for this as well. These games tend to find me for some reason. I have a weird affinity for them. Let's Ride. Silver Buckle Stables. These stupid horse games. I guess because I live in Kentucky. Stitch Experiment 626. It's an interesting one. Again, Breeders' Cup World Thoroughbred Championship. In fact, one of the first games I got when I first started collecting was this game on the original Xbox. And at the time, it was expensive. Now, not so much. But that's also a thing. It's made by Bethesda. Or published, one of the two. But it's a Bethesda game. Maybe getting a remaster. Come on, Bethesda. Please. Anyways. Torino 2006. It's an Olympics game. Sledstorm. I don't know anything about it. NBA Street V3. I've been looking for it. This is actually a fun game. Wallace and Gromit Curse of the Were-Rabbit. It's kind of like a Luigi's Mansion knockoff, but it's really good. Basically, you're literally catching rabbits with a vacuum cleaner. Again, it's kind of a Luigi's Mansion ripoff. Have it on the Xbox. Played it for a little bit on that just to test out the disc because the disc wasn't in good shape. I got lost for like 3 hours in it, so... Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4, the sequel to Pro Skater 3, which I got. The greatest game ever made in the history of mankind. Mary-Kate and Ashley Sweet 16, licensed to drive. Anyways. Pac-Man World 3. Extreme Legends Dynasty Warriors 4. I was happy to get this. Monster Jam. Those are always fun. Legaia 2 Dual Saga. Kind of interesting. Never seen it before. Never heard of it. This was a good one. Mega Man X Collection. Been looking for this one specifically as well. Evergrace. I could have swore I already owned a copy of this, but apparently I don't, according to my list. My first Disgaea game on the PlayStation 2. Disgaea Hour of Darkness. Sadly, no manual, but hey, it was $2, and it's an Atlas game. I always look for this name. This was a gem right here, though. The Need for Speed Most Wanted Black Edition, which I didn't know existed. This is like between 20 and $30. I don't know why, but it still, fortunately, has the bonus DVD with it, which is what you want to look for with stuff like this. Don't know why they decided why they threw it in the thing, but you never know what you're going to find. Snoopy versus the Red Baron. Philip says this is a lot of fun. He had it on the Xbox Marketplace because it was on that. Shaman King Power of Spirit. It's a Konami game. Again, Konami. Back when they weren't fucking people over. Crash Tag Team Racing. I didn't have it. I didn't know I didn't have it, but I don't have it. Pitfall, the Last Adventure. Or Lost Expedition, excuse me. That was an interesting one. Philip handed me that one as well. I still had to pay for it, but he's the one that picked it up when we went through everything. Guilty Gear X2. Happy to get this. It's my first. I think it's my first Guilty Gear game on the PS2. I can't remember. And the gem of the day was this: War of the Monsters. I'm the one that spotted this. I just thought, War of the Monsters. That sounds like it'd be good, and it's about $20, $25 online. So, yeah, I was very happy with that one. No manual again, but Philip says this game's pretty fun, despite the fact that it's basically one of those Godzilla fighting games. It's a knockoff of that, so. That looks really precarious, doesn't it? Anyways. What else have I gotten? Oh yeah, that brings me to... I had put some stuff back, because I was trying to keep under $200, I think. And at the very last second, we started to go through the records, because the records were already picked over by the time we got to them. When we looked through them anyways, Philip's like, hey, dude, they've got a box full of Laserdisc movies. And I'm like, what? You're joking. Laserdisc here? Okay. So, and that's what I ended up getting. But, at the very end, I also grabbed a couple albums, so this is interesting. We got a Chipmunk Rock. I love the old Chipmunks albums. They're so fun. They're so novelty, but they're just fun. Frank Sinatra's That's Life. I'm a huge fan of Old Blue Eyes, so love me some Sinatra. 12 Days of Christmas with the Chipmunks, which is really cool. I love this old art style. It's kind of simplistic. And this one's pretty cool. This is Around the World with the Chipmunks and Dave Seville. I've never seen this album before. Apparently it's not songs. It's just... I don't know. I guess it is songs. I guess it's songs the guy that Dave Seville wrote, I guess. I don't know. So let's move on to the Laserdiscs. A little heavy. Laserdiscs are heavy. Okay. So we got Eddie Murphy, The Nutty Professor, which I thought was awesome. It's a good one. That's a funny one. Days of Thunder. I like this movie, personally. And here it is. Hoppity Goes to Town. When I saw this, I literally told Phil, oh my gosh, I just got this on Betamax. And he looked at me, he's like, you know, that is the most nerd thing you've ever said. And I'm like, yeah, probably. That's the nerdiest thing you've ever said. But this one's still sealed. Surprisingly. The Max Fleischer cartoon. But yeah, it's a Hoppity Goes to Town. I'm kind of excited I got it on Betamax and Laserdisc. And I've never seen it on VHS. The Godfather. Always a good one to find. Under Siege, Steven Seagal. My dad loves Steven Seagal. And two Disney ones. This, How the Best Was Won, 1933 to 60, Disney. And Golden Oldies, Disney TV, which looks like it's got a lot of songs in it. Oh, animated Walt Disney coupled with favorite hit music. Oh my gosh, it's got Tennessee Ernie Ford on here. Smokey Robinson and the Miracles? Marvin Gaye? The Supremes? Spike Jones? then the last one is When I Grew Up to Be a Man by the Beach Boys. That's one of my favorite Beach Boys songs. That's funny. Huh. Anyways, and those were the laser... Well, I also got these. Ugh. Star Trek. Star Trek. There's a bunch of them. But they're basically 2 episodes apiece from the actual original TV show, and they're uncut, so... Oh, set those aside. There's about 8 of them there. Whew, things are freaking heavy. Well, let me go get the other stuff real quick. Shall we take a second? Excuse me. Seems like I left a couple things out. Ugh. Okay. Yep, I left a couple things out. Star Ocean, Till the End of Time. It's a really good one. NBA Jam on the 360. Naruto Shippuden, Volume 9. Uncut. Uncensored. The work of director Spike Jonze. I thought that was an interesting thing to find there. Smurfs, Season 1, Volume 1. This box set for Steven Spielberg's Taken, which aired on Sci-Fi. And done by DreamWorks, which is interesting. Yeah, it was just interesting. Weird Al Yankovic's Poodle Hat, which sadly was not Poodle Hat after we got it home. We only glanced at it. We didn't really look too hard. Pokemon the Movie 2000. And the first movie, kind of rare on DVD, although they did get a Blu-ray release. There's regular Naruto, Volume 6, uncut. And Mario Golf Toadstool Tour on the GameCube. Anyways, this is probably the longest video I've done of this yet. My Rayman's all the way down there after it... Gosh darn it. Anyways, that's all I have for this. Like I said, it was a really fun time. We only hit one... Hang on, never get my Mountain Dew off the floor. We only hit one snag about 4:30 in the morning. Because what happens is we drove to Louisville, stayed with his brother, left about 3:30 in the morning to go to Columbus. And what happened is about 4:30 in the morning, still pitch black outside. We're driving along. We're in the left lane, just past someone. We're going to get back in the right lane. All of a sudden, we hit something. Well, we saw it like last second. It was a fragment of a tire. We smacked straight into it. He tries to swerve to avoid it, but it hits the tire and rolls up under the vehicle, and it makes a big boom. So I thought we popped a tire. We pulled over to the road. No popped tire, fortunately, but something's dragging under the car. So we pull over to we drive it over to the other side of the road and get up underneath it. We thought the tire was stuck up underneath it. Then we thought it wasn't a tire, it was a piece of road debris, like a piece of a bumper or something. Till we noticed it was still attached to the car. What had happened was, when the tire rolled up underneath the car, it took out the splash guard protecting the bottom of the car, and that's what was dragging on the ground. And it was still attached. We managed to pull it off and pull it out. Fortunately, there was no damage other than that. We were fine, but it was his girlfriend's car, and he just kept thinking the entire time, she's going to kill me, she's going to kill me, she's going to kill me. I'm like, dude, it wasn't a flat tire. We didn't take out the front bumper. We didn't take out the exhaust system. The drivetrain's fine. Everything's fine. And we drove all the way there and all the way home with no problems. So I know she's mad, but because he said he already ran the car up on a curb once, and he doesn't want to make her even more mad. But she's got a lot on her plate right now. I feel sorry for him, but no, it's everything was still fine, so we're still good. But it was a fun trip. I will definitely be going to the next one with him if I get a chance. I had to personally ask for this day off, so. I had to ask for or request the 3 days off. Even though I was only going to take Thursday and Friday, I took Saturday off so I could recuperate, which is a good thing, because I didn't get any sleep the entire time. And when I came home last night, I went to bed about 10 o'clock, didn't wake up till about 1 today. So I got about 14, 15 hours of sleep. I just slept just straight through. I didn't wake up for nothing. But anyways, That's all I have for today. Hope you enjoyed this. If you like it, please consider hitting that like button in the description below. Also consider subscribing and hitting that bell notification icon so that we'll be up to date with everything I'm doing. I haven't been doing much lately because of work and stress, and I will get this video out soon. Probably won't be up until Monday or Tuesday, but at the most, maybe Wednesday. It's just been a crazy, crazy, crazy week, so mostly anticipation of this. Anyways, other than that, y'all have a good rest of your day, and I will see y'all next. Peace.